I own a lot of fragrances, and these are the best summertime fragrances you can buy today. What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX, and this is Erdis, my lawyer. Today we're going to be talking about the absolute best summertime fragrances you can pick up today. So let's go ahead and crack right into it. I'm going to spray it, and I'm going to give a little bit of a description as you smell it. Tell me if you agree, disagree, and what your thoughts are.
All right, disclaimer. I may go nose blind. Summer fragrances just like kick out my nose.
Well, luckily enough for you, I like fragrances that last and that you can smell. Starting off with one of the weaker ones, AROMATIX Extreme. This is a classic style of scent that does something pretty old school, modernized. And in fact, a lot of fragrances tried to do something like this, including Louis Vuitton's Meteor. Except this one is cheaper. It's not as long lasting, but still, it gives me 5 hours for less than 40 bucks.
Fresh.
Musky, some citrus mandarin, and then drying down some woods.
Fresh.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, the staple like summer freshie right here.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So for the price, I think it's one of the best ones. Moving on. This is Opulence, in my opinion, and it's because it has a note of vetiver, something that grew on me because of its smell and closeness to grapefruit. And in fact, this is one of the strongest ones. It's the Eau Intense Vetiver by Terre d'Hermès. And it's also my experience with traveling to the East and every luxury hotel smelling like this.
Actually, this is kind of good.
Yeah.
I know you like hype it up a lot.
No, I don't hype it. I love it.
Okay, yeah,
Talk
sure.
about it.
Sure. I know you talk about it a lot. I'm a fan.
I hype the out of it because I love it. Yeah.
I'm a fan of vetiver gris, but this actually is a great spin on vetiver. There's something else here though. That's a twist. Like a twist in the sense that I wouldn't expect it, but my nose picks it up. What is in here? Give me some notes.
Mostly just vetiver and citruses.
No, they're.
I mean, there is more to it, but I don't memorize every bit of notes. But
this is good. And this is well blended. That's one of the ways I would describe this. Like this is well blended to the point that I'm trying to pick up something. There's a note in here that's really good that kind of makes the vetiver pop a little bit more too.
It's a little salt almost, right? It's like ambergris. It's ambergris.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely ambergris that makris it pop, and ambergris is kind of like the salt in the food world. You know how it like emphasizes a little bit of the nuances. Ambergris is treated that way.
Okay. Well, this is actually just.
Yeah, whenever I like my fragrances, if I want some contrast and stuff for something to like really pop out even more, we just amp the amber.
I have the Eau Gibray of this one, and it does.
I like that one, but this has more character.
This has more character, more backbone.
Yeah, a lot more vetiver.
Yeah.
Moving on, Versace Dylan Blue. I love this scent. It's not for everybody because it has a lot of ambroxan, aka ambergris, and it's got a lot of peppers and incense. It's like a fresh blue fragrance that's from the Middle East. This is me.
Years ago when we used to like drive together more often, this is what I smelled in the car.
24/7.
I'm not joking.
Yep.
Nope.
I love it, man.
This is good.
I fucking love it. The amount of compliments it's gotten me. And for me personally, it's never lasted less than 8 hours. And a lot of people probably go nose blind or they don't spray it enough. Like I don't spray it a minimum of like 7 times. So if you go and spray it, you have a lot of people who spray it like 2-3 times and they'll be like, Neeb is lying. Fuck, spray it more, bro.
Have they ever formulated this? Because this is one of those, you like buy it and then you just leave it like in your closet for 20 years. And then one day you bring it out. And I'm not joking, like that's my plan on Dylan Blue.
Not that I know of, but whenever there are naturals in a fragrance, every year it's bound to be reformulated because you can't extract the same ingredients every year, obviously, right?
Well, sure, but.
But this has a lot of synthetics, so probably not. Moving on. Acqua di Gio. If you like this DNA, this is the best one because of its longevity. It's called the Profondo, and not the Profondo Lights, not the EDP or Parfum, or this is the EDP, not the Parfum, but this is pretty easy, man. It's that classic Acqua di Gio DNA with longevity and a blue fresh.
All right, before we get to this, I'm gonna be biased against this fragrance because a lot of like old men wear this, so I'm good on it usually. But I'll give it a. Well, this is clean. This is
more modern than the old man fragrance, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it still kind of gives, well, it is still an Acqua di Gio. And
there's less of that olibanum, the piney nature. There's more of like this aquatic, a lot more citruses to this one as well.
Okay, I don't pick up the citruses. This is kind of like fresh, clean, old man shower smell. But like, you know, sometimes you're in the mood to smell a little bit older. So.
I thought you were gonna say smell an old man.
No, sometimes you're in
a lifetime for that.
You know, the sauna.
Stay in the lockers in the gym. All right, moving on. A classic, a timeless, but also you know what? No, this. Elysium is a good one.
Yeah, it looks.
Elysium's a good one. It's a timeless classic. This shit is just incredible.
That thing is a f***ing compliment magnet.
It's incredible. If you can get it to project. You have to spray this on 10 times, man. Don't be a pussy. If you're spraying it less than 8 times, forget about it, bro. I mean, come on, let's be real. You got people out here spraying 2 times, and then they go on a forum and say, Neeb is lying about performance. Are you kidding me?
This thing is fire. This is what like I get compliments on all the time. Cooling.
How many times do you spray it? I swear to God.
Bro, so first off.
I swear to God.
6.
This chair you're sitting on, okay. I was gonna say, I have a lever right here. The chair you're sitting on, something protrudes right from beneath. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Minimum like 6 sprays. No, you know, a lot of people are not comfortable spraying more than 2 times. I'm just around, but you really want to make sure some scent.
Your audience.
Some scents. Yeah, some fragrances, you really have to spray more.
This is like touch, good citruses.
It's
so
real aromatic. It's got ambergris. It's got vanilla. It's got a lot of citruses, a lot of herbs. But the fact that you like it says a lot because you don't really care too much for herbs. But no, like I was saying, like there's some fragrances where you cannot spray it more than like 2 to 3 times. It's not, you know, it just really differs from fragrance.
This and that F.A. Paris cologne, I swear.
Oh my God.
I spray them and I seal them as I'm walking, and I always get compliments at the office for these.
But dude, how many times did we just spray this on the strip? 2?
I don't
3?
even count.
I can't even, it's barely there. Like, bro, you have to spray this on at least 5 to 6 times, you guys. Some other fragrances you can get away with, like 2 times, and I'll show you. But please, if you're spraying Elysium, do that. I used to always give spray amounts with fragrances. But it's so subjective. Moving on. This next one, you really only need 2 times. It's called Curated Dubai Bahar, or Bahar. It smells like aqua, no, not aqua.
Are these like the $600 ones?
No, they're like, you could find it sometimes for like $200, but it's so potent. Like I said, 2 sprays.
Yeah.
Huh?
Retail, how much do these things
like 300 or 400?
Oh, that's not bad.
2 sprays and you're good. It smells mineralic, metallic, aquatic, and then also slightly incensed. It's like a Middle Eastern version.
Middle Eastern.
It's strong, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's a Middle Eastern version of something like Megamare. It's very strong.
I can smell it from here.
Yeah.
Like this is punching you in the face.
It's an aqua fragrance that has a mineral note, but also bakhur, incense. I love it. I get a lot of on this.
You get a Middle Eastern whiff, which I don't know what the note is, but as soon as I smell it, I'm like Middle Eastern.
Peppery a little bit.
Listen, if you know you're gonna go out there and you know you're gonna sweat and you're afraid of BO, you can rock this. Like,
this is perfect.
Your BO stands no chance of making it through this wall. This is like, yeah.
So this is a 2 sprayer, boys, for sure. 2 to 3 sprays. I mean, you can go up to 5, but I wouldn't recommend anymore.
No.
Now, let's say you want to freshen things up. You want to go with like a lemonade style fragrance that's musky, clean, and fresh. The Arôme cologne is a classic and an excellent fragrance for the summertime, but you got to spray this on at least 5 times, at least.
Oh, this is good.
It's fresh, citric, lemon, and musk.
Yep.
Simple, clean, linear, but
time.
Quality. Yeah, you have to spray this minimum 5. Like I would go up to 12, 15 sometimes even.
Oh my God.
I mean, honestly, I would go.
But you know, it's good though. Like, you know, what's good about these designer Dior's, as opposed to like their Privé line, is they're cheap, but they'll get the job done.
That's literally how many sprays you get.
That's insane, but
it's not. Do you want your f***ing fragrance to last? I'm tired of people f***ing crying about it, bro.
True.
That's how you spray it, man.
True.
Okay, moving on. Another one that's green and metallic. A lot more green. It's called Green Point by Bond No. 9. Super damn strong. It might not be for everybody because as it dries down, there's the signature Claude Deer, the perfumer who does this. He loves to use a lot of this waxy resin. And sometimes it's a little too much because it'll come off plasticky. But the amount of compliments and the total wear is so good enough to make me overlook it.
Green. Oh, this is the bottle.
Do you find those mineralic aspects, aquatic aspects?
Yeah, no, there is something mineralic to it too. Because on top of the green, you also get like, it's enshrouded in something else that's a little bit clean too though. I can see it. I can see actually, like, because when I smell it and I envision like pulling their roots out of and like the dirt.
Well, I mean, it's not like they get the oil of roots.
It's an thing like my nose and my imagination, they match up.
Louis Vuitton, yeah.
No, not that one.
Yeah.
This guy.
What do you think?
How much does it get?
$400, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I know it's crazy.
I mean, I don't know.
Moving on to the next one. Let's not, just because it's expensive. If you got it like that though, bro.
Listen,
if you got it like that, it's a good one.
If you got it like that and you enjoy it like that, go for it. Yeah, I could be wrong. You know, a lot of times, like Royal Tobacco. First time I smelled it, I was like, Jesus. And then one day, I just loved it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But I will say though, like, I love certain fragrances that are expensive too.
Yeah.
That cannot be cloned. This is one of them.
Really? Okay.
Next one, Platine Blanc. This is niche at affordable price. It's a virgin mojito. So a lot of lemon, lime, well, no, a lot of mint, and then also the inclusion of lemon and lime. There's also a naturalistically sweetened style of jasmine. This is a transportation to an island vacation. And it lasts all day. It's an extrait de parfum.
This is like, picture you're literally off at an island and it looks like the weather is gonna be like 95, but somehow you're in the shade and it's just the right degree of 70 degrees.
Yeah.
It's great.
But isn't it, let me ask you something. In regards to quality, when you smelt this and you smelt this, what scale would you place this on in comparison to a lot of these other fragrances that we've brought up?
Listen,
in general, I'm not just talking
about my nose, I don't think my nose is that good.
Okay.
And two, I was not with Platine Blanc, but last summer we were going through a lot of Fragrance World samples, and part of the reason he sent back, I think it was like, I swear to God, it must have been like close to 40 samples. I thought Fragrance World was gonna cancel it. Part of the reason why he would always send stuff back, he felt was it's too linear. It's too
mainstream, boring,
like,
boring.
Yeah, I mean, we did run into that issue too, but part of it was you felt like they weren't giving you stuff that transitioned. They weren't giving you stuff that, so I always like
started with a vision. I would brief them.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I would even send them samples. They'd send me back their picture.
Yeah, they would send you back stuff. And then we'd like it in the opening. And then it would just kind of be like that. And then he would always complain that like, no, this isn't good enough. I need something that also like settles into something else. So to me, I always associate niche with layers of like,
experience.
Yeah, like fragrance. So it's hard for me to like say because I know what it's like behind the scenes and all the work you did.
I see you typing over there. Stop kissing his ass.
No, really, it really isn't that. We really went through nearly 40 samples. Like,
yeah.
Imagine a bag full of just samples about this size.
To me, they were my children and concepts.
And yeah.
And work. But he was there a year before we even announced the first one.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It has. And I seriously thought he was going to get dropped. I thought Fragrance World was going to be like, no, we can't do this. So then we finally like settled on a couple. Yeah, we settled on a couple that ended up coming out.
And in fact.
And then you told him I want to make it cheaper. And that I really thought he was going to get dropped. Like I thought he was going to get dropped.
When I wanted it cheaper. In fact, this is one that was of the ones that I said no.
Really?
Yeah, the DNA. Like it wasn't good enough. So we said, nope, we're not releasing it.
I think I have an idea which one this could be.
It's not good enough. It's dry, peppery, musky, woody. It's just not good enough. It's good. Don't get it twisted. It's good.
Fine. Yeah, like
it's good. It's really good.
This is what we beefed about. Where I would tell you, like, listen, you're asking to seek like perfection at budget pricing. Not even discount. I mean, not even designer pricing. Budget pricing.
But we made it happen.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
we made it happen.
Let's
save this conversation for the next video. If you guys want to make sure to follow or catch that video and the process and all that stuff, and his involvement, which was actually a year before I made it, in all of the up and coming ones as well, make sure to subscribe. Moving on to the last one, bro. Sorry to cut you off, but I really want them to get that portion in the AROMATIX video, which we'll do right next, is this final fragrance, which is called YSL Eau de Parfum Myself. Actually, no, there's 2 more fragrances. So let's just power through this one. I don't want to forget those because those are technically designers. This is, what kind of vibe?
Clean, fresh.
Yeah. Linen.
Yeah.
Fabric softener vibes. Orange, blanc, citruses, musky, and woods. Smells incredible. This stuff literally gets me compliments non-stop from women.
I could believe that.
It's stupid. It's stupid. It's basic. Don't get it twisted.
It is,
but it works. It's like a unisex scent. If YSL Libre were to basically turn into a masculine fragrance, it would be this. Simple as that.
It's clean.
Like, look.
It's not the most photorealistic, like...
It's like they took Libre, right? And they made it a man's fragrance by adding some woods and musk. Here you go. And less floral aspect.
Yeah, this is more floral.
Definitely more floral, but it's in a similar vein.
It is in a similar vein.
Yeah. So
Clean too.
these are a great pair. Last but not least, there are two of them we left upstairs. Louis Vuitton is technically a designer brand, but it doesn't matter. Here we're doing niche and designers, it doesn't matter. Louis Vuitton's Imagination, absolutely incredible. The soap.
I prefer Pacific Chill over it.
And Pacific Chill. Those are the two best when it comes to just Louis Vuitton fragrances and also summertime fragrances. Pacific Chill doesn't really last. There's plenty of clones and inspos and dupes. Make sure to catch the Clone Wars and also other inspired by fragrances that might not be the closest clone, but definitely longer lasting, like Pacific or Punches. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Neeb, and this is
Curtis.
And if you want to contact him for any lawyer services, etc.,
even if I don't do that kind of thing, I can connect you with somebody you can trust, that I trust, and we can take care of you.
For much more reasonable prices than you'll find on what's like a popular website. Okay, we'll leave that out there because he doesn't want to get sued. Whatever. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.